Lauren, good to see you. Welcome to Popternative.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like the many processes of an actor is when you get scripts, there's kind of a lot of things going on in your mind, but specifically with Hacks, I mean, there is looking at what your character is up to and then looking at the overall journeys of what's happening with the storyline at some point, even if your character is not kind of involved with it. How do you balance those two things? Because I feel like those are two different things from a mindset perspective.
Right. I'll tell you how I balance it. I ignore everything else except for me.
I mean, you have to focus on it, but I feel like your character is involved with some kind of interesting things that have a lot of things that happen with other characters, but absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. I meant well, of course, I know where I intersect with others is what I focus on, but I don't always like go through like every. I will lose track of whatever, even in a episode. I won't always know. I mean, I read through the whole thing when I first get it, but I don't remember things unless it's like related to me making money or weight loss. It's like it just goes right in and out. But I mostly am. What's great about the mayor so far, she's always in her own world anyway.
Yeah.
In a way, except for this time I intersect a bit more. But yeah, I just focus on what I'm doing and what my purpose is for that show. And
yeah. No, absolutely. Makes sense for sure. And I feel like kind of to add to that, one of the reasons, in my opinion, from a viewer perspective, why I love Hack so much on Max is because it has so many kind of elements at play. You know what I mean? Literally, like it sounds, cheesy, but it's like you laugh and you cry and you sigh. You know what I mean? Like it has all of those. So like having all of those elements at play, what's that script to screen like journey for you? Like you get those episodes and then you see all those elements in the scripts and then at some point you go to production and it comes to life. What's that like for you?
Well, thus far it's been easy. I guess I come in and I just get to sort of enjoy what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm not a major player. I'm just in the world, and I like being in that world. And for me, I don't understand storytelling that doesn't exist on all those levels. I mean, I'm in other stuff that's just like waka waka do dot bam. Like I understand that the sort of sitcom model, but I way prefer. I've always been in. Most of my career, TV wise, the stuff I've liked has been through HBO Max, so because it allows for full storytelling, so it's a little more humanity brought to it, and so I don't worry about playing a joke. I worry about playing a situation and how I'm really feeling and that kind of stuff and human things. And that to me is one of the perks of this kind of show. Absolutely. Because otherwise it gets empty to me. Like I can't like joke starts to feel like a circle of hell. I mean, like don't get me wrong. Many shows I've loved the circle of hell, like Arrested Development or something like that just like endless. But this one is a bit more has more depth to it.
Well, it's a good segue.
Characters.
It's a good segue because, I mean, it's all storytelling at the end of the day, but you look at your body of work and you have played these different characters and they've been these different worlds. But I'm curious, like you look at something like Hacks and you look at past projects, how separate are past projects that you've done compared to something like Hacks mindset or preparation wise? Like do elements from looking come into play with Hacks or are they completely separate once you wrap them, so to speak?
The one thing I'll just say that's a really overall big difference. I've been on shows with female leads, but not like this.
Yeah.
Like this is, and to work around, especially at my age, like I had a moment right before I was sort of getting ready to do this. I was like, no, it's very rare that as a guest star, I get, press. It's only if you're like a series regular or you're a bigger part in something or it's your show. And then I was like, oh, but I was like, wow, I feel sort of seen on this show. Like
you're the
much
mayor.
Like
it's important. You're the mayor.
Yeah, I'm the fucking mayor. I didn't want to have to say that, but I am the mayor.
You are the mayor.
It's right. I don't have to say it again, man. I am. No, but with her, it's amazing to be a part of something of a female lead. And I was just like about having and being a part of something that people are so watching her work and it's been fantastic. Jean it's one of the huge joys of my career for sure. And the fact that I usually just work with her, like she's usually the person I'm in the scene with, has been huge.
So I have like I have a question. Before I go to that question, I'm going to do like a part A, part B, because like it depends on how you answer the first question. If I want to go full up with the second question, do you feel like the mayor is lost or doing self-reflection, or do you think she kind of knows what she has to do? Like, I'm just like, what do you think about that?
No self-reflection.
Yeah,
it's action. It's just action in a. Listen, all I know is this: I haven't had a part for a really long time that I don't really have to even think about.
Yeah,
like I'm like on the mayor. This suits me really well. Like it's sort of
But we only see her as the mayor. We don't see her like at her house. Like she's maybe you know what I mean? Like it's interesting. Yeah.
Well, there's only so much time, right?
Yeah.
Believe me, I try to get when I'm there and they give me the opportunity to, which I do a lot, to sort of improv and, say what you want here, Lauren, or whatever. I could go on and on. So to try to escape from any little like part of the story that I'm sort of trapped in, I want it to be, I want to not overtake. You see, I am the mayor.
You're the mayor.
I'm ambitious.
No, absolutely. Well, then you can answer this maybe with past projects, because I just like you've given some really cool answers that I want to know your opinion on this. Like those characters that are lost, right? That are doing self-reflection, that are figuring things out. Like whenever you've had a chance to maybe play those characters or been in a show that showcases a lot of those characters, like. Do you feel like it's more fun, more challenging playing these kind of lost characters? Because from the viewer perspective, they don't know they're lost, which I find kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't think of it that way either. The same way I don't really play like, oh, I'm a mess, or oh, she's like this. I just think in the moment, this is very basic like acting shit, but it's just like, what do I want? What's up? And the main thing for this one, because I enjoy it so much, and there's a looseness that they also are, which is much like looking, actually. Mm-hmm. That's one of the similarities that they both, I'm working with people who both, the directors, Lucia and Paul, are both very good about go, like do what you want here. Or like, if you have anything else you want to say, Lauren, if you want to try it a different way. And that is so empowering, because then you're really bringing your full self to you get some honesty in there, some truth.
Absolutely.
In the moment. Yeah, I don't really overthink it. I think the marriage just suits me well right now. I just bring me.
For sure. And then last question as well. I don't want to go into super big spoilers, so I'm gonna half it. You're gonna know what I'm gonna do here. But what is your response when you read with this upcoming episode coming out that the mayor is gonna be involved in some sort of scandal? We're not gonna say what kind of scandal it is, but I just want to get when you finally get what's gonna happen. Like take me through that specifically, even like before filming.
You mean like when I read the script or something, or
yeah?
Is that what you mean?
Like you're like, oh, you're the mayor, right? But it's like what's gonna go on with the mayor? And it's like, oh, there's a scandal.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to say what the scandal is. I was excited. Listen, I'm excited the mayor was doing something.
Yeah, I mean okay, we could say. I mean, by the time the episode will be out, by the time this is out, so we'll be spoiled. But you're
dancing around the fact that I'm dancing.
There's a sex scandal.
There's a sex scandal.
There's a sex scandal. I don't know. I just wanted to maybe
Does it make you uncomfortable, Petey, that a grown woman has a sex scandal? I think is that the problem? It's like Sprite. No, I just thought it was. I loved the writing. I was excited that it was being expanded, that the mayor was getting a moment. It just seemed so fun. And it's a very mixed thing to me too, because I've been sick. I had this freaking Bell's palsy, which struck me down starting in August of last year when I was working. And so I was really worried. I was worried that I wouldn't be able, right as they're handing me more to do, I was like, I'm very ill at the moment. I'm completely, but it's been working. Like I haven't seen the episode of the sex scandal yet, but the first one, I was drunk, so I could use it for that. But now I'm not sure. We'll see. But at first I was like, oh God, will I be energy wise? Will I be able to? And then once I started going on it, it's just so much fun and it's so juicy. Sorry to use that word.
No, absolutely. I know 6:30 PT, 9:30 p.m. ET on Friday, the 15th. That episode will drop, which is people will be able to check that out on Max. So a couple of days, and they'll be able to see it.
Oh, is that right?
Which is exciting. So
it is exciting. It's
Lauren,
exciting.
Thank you so much for your time. It was really great chatting with you. I really appreciate it.
Petey, back at you. Thanks for caring. I don't know if you're paid to care, but either way, it seemed earnest. It seemed real. Okay. So thank you.
YouTube.com/PopTurn for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Lauren Weedman and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popturnative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popturnative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.